Hello, everyone.
I'll be right back, guys.
He decided to leave. How are you guys today? Hi, Bob. How are you doing? Tony. Hello. Dan. How are you doing? We have very sad news. Dan, handicapped traveler's wife, passed away yesterday morning. Very sad. She was a great lady. So please keep him in your prayers.
Yep. It's
Tough one.
yeah. Sorry, my condolences.
Yes, he is numb. I can imagine he
I
is.
can only imagine.
Very sad news. So.
Yeah. So, anyways, Dan, God bless you, and if you need to talk in any way,
yes,
just call us. He has our number, correct?
He does.
Yeah. So just call.
Yes.
Anyways, welcome to another Sunday afternoon. We were able to do it this week. Last week we were smack dab in the middle of trying to put siding up on our shed. And
hello, Jane.
Hi, Jane. How are you? And I'm not going to say that we. Hi, Roy.
Roy,
how are you?
How are you?
How are you?
I got a good story for you, Roy. Just wait. I want to make sure a lot of people get in here so I can embarrass him in front of everybody. Go ahead.
Yeah, and so,
Fuzzy Adventures. Hello. How are you today? That's a new friend.
Yeah.
Fuzzy Adventures.
And so with the shed, I don't want to say we bit off more than we could chew because we didn't. We chewed it up and we swallowed it and got it done. But we're not young anymore, and yeah,
it wasn't as easy as it used to be.
It wasn't as easy as it used to be. But the whole shed now is sided and ready for trim. But that's where we're going to stop right now. I'm taking a little bit of a break.
Yeah. Plus, it's so hot. We're having a heat wave the next today to Tuesday. We're having a heat wave, which I know everybody in Arizona is probably going babies, but we're going to be like up to 98, but with tons of humidity. So
tons of humidity. The machine I run at work, I lay almost right on top of it. I sit right almost on top of the hydraulic tank, and that hydraulic fluid is somewhere around, I want to say 120 degrees. So you add 99 degrees on Wednesday and 98% humidity, and sitting on top of that hydraulic tank, boy, it cooks you like a chicken.
Right. Fuzzy, if you don't mind me asking, what's your first name? They're a supporter of all kinds of different varieties of channels, and we're definitely a different variety.
Yeah, we sure. You got that right.
You found the right place to stop over here.
I love everybody that's here, but I wonder why do they watch us? I don't know.
Bud Files.
God bless you. So.
Oh, you haven't been doing videos? Yeah, it's a lot of work.
Who hasn't?
Fuzzy hasn't been doing.
It's
Derek. Fuzzy Adventures is Derek. Say hello to Derek, everybody.
So, Tony, I don't know if you know it or not, but I put up the video Saturday night of the day that we went to the Quartzite Rock Show and picked up the rock that you had cut.
Oh, that was today?
And so I put that up Saturday night.
Hello, Cindy.
And, so check it out. I hope you like it. Huck's in it, so you have to like it.
Geez. Roy said, we're not breaking 100 today. It's only 94, almost Parker weather.
Yeah, right. It's extra high.
So Cindy. I don't know if you just heard that about me whining about the heat wave. There's actually signs around town. There's 2 different signs that say, expect, drastic heat. So, yeah.
Hi, Mel.
Hello, Miss Melanie.
My daughter Melanie's along. Thank you.
I have to get a Kleenex. I'll be right back.
Fuzzy Adventures and More. So can you please make sure that we...
Derek, yes. Write that down.
Please write that down. I wish I knew how to put up links, but I don't. And if I start using the
we'll have Tony do it.
If I start using the mouse, what happens is I usually end up blowing us out of the water somehow, some way or another. So I was told one day, stop touching buttons. So that's what I do when we're on live, unless of course we get in trouble. So yeah, the shed's all done, ready for paint. So that's a good thing. So it was the peaks were challenging, some of the measuring and all that kind of stuff. I know Tony from Stone Wolf's going, oh my God, right? But I'm not a carpenter in any way, so I had to just kind of, fudge it. But I think it came out good. I'm going to be putting up a video in a few weeks of it. We have a 3-step video or a 4-step video of the different steps that we took, and some of the misery that we had to go through, and some of the good times that we went through, because some of it went smooth, really. you know, it's a lot of work for a couple of old people.
Old people we are.
Not ancient, but we're definitely getting along.
What did I miss? Not much.
No.
Some people call me by DJ or Hope. Those are my nicknames. Oh, okay.
Who's this?
Derek or DJ or Hope.
DJ or Hope.
For
okay.
Fuzzy.
Okay,
Fuzzy Adventures.
We're gonna definitely check that out. Everybody else. Oh, Tony, thank you. Tony.
Thank you, Tony.
Tony just put up a link. Thank you, Tony. You're the best.
Great friends.
You are.
Tony.
That video when I was editing it, but when I put it up, I put it up a few weeks back, and when it came up, it reminded me of that day. That was a fun day that we did have fun. We all got together.
We had a lot of fun that day.
Thank you.
Hey, Tim.
Tim, we were just talking about that video. We had so much fun that day, didn't we?
We did have a good day. After that we went over to do the tents with Gracie and Tim. So we had a lot of fun.
Yeah, that was the same day we went.
We did all the whole.
We went out to eat and then went out and checked out the.
We had fun. I didn't walk outside today. Too hot and muggy. I walked all the aisles at a grocery store yesterday and didn't buy anything. Oh, there you go. That's a good way to do it, guys.
That is a very good way to do it.
Oh,
stay nice and cool.
Yeah, we're having a heat wave here, guys, and we're whining about it. So you Arizona people, forgive us for whining.
So anyways, you all that just came, I just want you all to know that Dan's here from Handicapped Traveler. I'd like you all to just keep him in your prayers because he lost his wife. And he is dealing with it, I'm sure.
Okay, don't make me cry again.
Tough, but it's tough. But anybody, Handicapped Traveler, he's a great guy. We spent time with him. Stop, you're going to make me cry.
I know, right?
We spent some time with them, him and Kathy. And
she was a special lady.
Was a wonderful lady. And I just, I don't know what anybody believes, but I believe she's in a better place. So she's
hanging out with Lucy.
That's the only thing you can say.
She and Lucy, their dog. They just lost their dog not too long ago. So
keep Dan in your prayers, and he's here tonight with us to hang out, spend some time.
Yeah.
And
it's a good thing to keep your mind occupied, I suppose. Not that it's going to ever go away, because it's not going to go away.
It's
but a little
good.
bit easier each day would be helpful.
No, you get maybe a little used to it, but you'll never get over it.
Right.
So. Anyways,
Jane said she liked your last video. Thank you, Jane.
Thank you, Jane, very much.
Yes.
Very, very much.
Yes.
I assume you mean the rock cutting one.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is, because that's right. You commented on it. Thank you. Yes. Yes.
Right. You lost your mom in February, Lucy in March, and Kathy. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
They say that everything comes in threes, but thank God for that. That's that's enough for you. That's way more than anybody can handle. We have good news, though. One good bit of news is today is Box Fan Dee's birthday. She's 73 today, so happy birthday, Dee.
Yes, Dee. If you're here or listening, or
I hope you.
Not even here, we love you and wish you a happy birthday. And a lot of people here know Dee. If you don't know it's her birthday, give her a call, send her a text, whatever. But let her know that we all love her and welcome her into a new year, I guess, her own new year.
Right?
Yep.
She's a great lady.
She is a wonderful lady.
Tim, we love I watched last night the video that Crystal and you helped her put up the Beaver, what do you call that? Screen room, whatever. It was a good video. It really was. It was funny. Crystal's such a good girl. She just helps everybody. She's a sweet girl. She really is.
I love Crystal. I love all those guys. Tim, Crystal, Gracie. Roy, you're here. I'm glad to see you. I forgot to say hi to you. It's a pretty good racing lately on TV or what? I haven't been paying attention.
Hello, Steve, Oki, and the sweetest little Lucas.
Yep, Box Fan Dee's birthday today. So.
All right, so I got a funny story, guys. He's not going to like this story. See, look at the face already.
We got two funny stories, but you go ahead with yours and then I'll tell mine.
So my funny story is he decided I wasn't feeling good this weekend. We were supposed to go visit Papa Martin. His sister, who's been staying with him, had to go to Vermont. So we had planned to go this weekend and stay with him. And so I wasn't feeling good. So I said, well, you're just going to have to go by yourself. So we did. So I got everything ready for him on Thursday night. So he left here at like 4 o'clock Actually, yeah, 4 o'clock on Friday morning to go to work. He had to go to work for 5. So he left here and he brought all his stuff with him. And I had gotten the cooler ready and, bags of food to just put in the cooler, tried to make it as easy as possible. Had a little note that said, put this in your car. Don't forget the cooler. But it was inside of his lunchbox and he closed it down and forgot about it.
I had to put the cooler in.
All right, let me tell my story. My story. So anyways, I get a phone call on the way home. It's 12 o'clock. He's getting out of work early, so all is well. I'm like, oh, good for you. You can get over there. And he had to reset up because last time we went and dumped, it was pouring when we came back. So we didn't set it up. We just parked it and left it. So we had to go and, put her up on her blocks and all that stuff and, get her all ready, put the water in and all that kind of fun stuff. So anyways, he goes and does all that. Pay attention to that. Make sure nobody's coming in because I can't talk and read at the same time. Anyways, so he goes and does all that and he calls me back a little while later. I forgot something. I'm like, what'd you forget? The food. I'm like, you forgot the cooler? Yes, and I'm not going back for it. I'm like, well, you need to go back for it.
It's almost 30 miles. But,
yeah.
But that's why I was there. And I had been up since 4. So.
And I'm like, that's $40 worth of food. You can't just waste it. And what are you going to eat all weekend?
So I said to her, are you going to be mad? So I get a silent treatment. And so I know she's going to be mad.
I thought it was my story.
And I know she's going to be mad. I'm just giving my little view. And then I went back to Taunton. And then I came back. And now,
So an hour and a half later, he does that. He comes back. He goes, okay, I'm finally back. I got it all hooked up. I got the food. I'm good to go. So then he calls me back about another hour later. He's like, I can't find my keys, which I spend half my life looking for his stuff.
And I spend half my life looking for my stuff. So between the two of us, there's a human life spent looking for my stuff.
So anyways, I'm like, okay, well, go here. Where'd you go? Trying to walk him through it. And we looked everywhere. I thought maybe it was in the refrigerator. Maybe it was on top of the refrigerator. Maybe it was on his dad's bench, where it was in the bathroom, wherever. He ended up going, guess where they were? I said, where? Roy, are you listening? Make sure you're listening, Roy. He put his keys in the oven when he was going to light it. He put them on the oven, the door, and he lit the oven, closed the oven with his keys in it, and he baked his keys.
Yep.
I said, I can't wait to tell Roy. He goes, we're not going to tell Roy. Roy won't ever hear about that. And I'm like, I don't think so.
Baked Alaskan Scrod / Toyota keys.
Baked keys, right.
Baked keys, yeah. So it melted the plastic, but it's the old keys. The old style keys, they're not these newfangled things. So it still sticks in the car and turns it on. And the good news is I do have a spare. I got to put a battery in it. And so I still have two keys. Didn't have a fire. And the stuffed pepper that I cooked didn't taste like plastic.
I was wondering about that.
No, it didn't.
Hello, Paul. How are you? Nice to see you, guy.
Yeah, they are gluten. They're definitely.
Are they gluten-free? Right. Good one.
That's for sure,
Dan is one funny guy.
Well done keys.
Well done keys.
Yeah, so anyways, Roy had put a lighter in his one day, making chocolate chip cookies, and he blew the door off. As all of us have been making fun of him for like a year now or two.
That's the key to bacon, he says.
Yeah. And so hey Roy, I know how you did it.
Yeah, I said to him, he's like, I found him in the oven. I'm like, oh my God.
I remember opening the door, setting the keys there, going underneath to light the pilot, and then I just must have went boom and never even forgot I put the keys there.
Oh, you got a thing in there.
Yeah. So anyways, I'll tell you a second funny story in a little while, but
so that was.
Let's just.
I couldn't wait to tell you that story, especially Roy. He's been busting Roy for over a year now about that, and he's brought it up so many times.
We all have.
Everybody has.
Roy blew the door right off his oven. Right off his oven. It still works.
And he managed to put it back on. Exactly.
Put it back on.
Now they're told that's good luck, right? You're still good luck because the car started up. Yeah. He was trying to take Papa Merton to feed his birds.
Feed his seagulls. He likes to go feed seagulls. Yes. So he said, can you take me down to feed so I can feed the seagulls? And I went, yup. And then there was no keys.
Well done, keys. That's the best one yet, right? That's the key to bacon. I love it.
TSB Odyssey, welcome.
That's Paul. Yeah, I said hi to Paul. Yep. So, yeah, too funny though. It was so that made my day. I was like, okay, so I guess he needs me for something at least to chase around his lost stuff.
I'm not ever going to admit
it. Yeah, he had to call me on the phone to tell me he lost things and to tell me he forgot his stuff. So yeah,
I couldn't believe it, dude. But that Toyota plastic is tough. I'm telling you, it wasn't like completely melted down. It was in the oven for an hour and 10 minutes at 350 degrees. And it was like not even melted down enough to be stuck to the oven, just melted it down to look, deformed.
Did it mess the oven up at all?
No.
No
Didn't even
plastic
stick
left?
to the oven. Nothing.
That's amazing.
It is amazing.
I was wondering how much I was going to have to scrub the oven to get it clean.
The Toyota plastic is tough.
Everything about Toyotas are tough, right?
Yeah.
Good thing.
Yeah. If you instant oven cleaner, yeah. You know, if you get if you ever get the chance to buy a Toyota, buy it because we've had 3 of them.
Now that's a good one too, Tony.
Tony said,
Keep them in a Reese's Pieces.
very true. Very true.
Oh, that's a good one. Yep.
Very true. I've been eating a lot of Mars bars lately.
Mars bars? I thought you were onto
because they've been running
Milky Way.
I mean Milky Way.
Okay.
Because they've been running out of and it ain't because I'm eating them all, but they've been running out of Reese's peanut butter cups at the pro shop, so I've been grabbing Milky Way.
Milky Way, you said.
Milky Way bars, yeah. I'm liking those. I'm liking those. I'm fixing to go on a low sugar, as much non-processed food as I can, just to see if I feel better and live longer. And Sue kind of needs and wants to do it too, so we can do it, together or whatever, and work on it and see if we can eat non-processed
Healthier,
food. Yeah,
right.
non-processed crap.
We already eat healthy, but we don't eat that much processed stuff.
We eat okay. We eat probably 75% healthy, but at our age and the way we're feeling, I really want to just start eating perfectly healthy. And that way we might live a lot longer.
Jane, I saw it. It's cranberry colored. Jane's new FJ.
Oh, she says she's just going to, wow, good for you.
She's what they bought about 2 weeks ago now, right?
As your tow vehicle. Good for you, Jane.
Yeah, so she's got her own, but she's complained about how much gas it took.
Yeah, well,
as compared to the little 4-cylinder Toyota that she was driving.
Yeah, there's no doubt. Are you heading to Arizona this year, Jane? I hope so. We'd like to cross paths again with you somewhere. She's a wanderer.
She's everywhere.
She's definitely a wanderer. She travels from friend to friend and hangs and friend and hangs and friend.
She's just been.
She shows up and hangs and then goes off to somebody else and hangs. She's a super social butterfly.
She's a social butterfly.
And one of the best YouTube supporters that there are. She's what YouTubing is about for people like me because she supports us. She doesn't really do videos or anything. I actually have a interview with Jane that I am going to work on if not next 2 weeks, because I'm out of interviews and I'm ready to do hers. And so
we haven't even had a moment to decide yet.
Yeah, I know, it's crazy, right, Jane?
She's been camping out on her own property lately.
Yeah,
she loves her little camper. It's a cute little camper.
I mean, when I go from here over to Finicky Franny, and it's small, but I feel just as much at home sitting in Finicky Franny as I do here. I mean, really, you got everything you need. You don't really need a lot of space. You just need to basically sit down and lay down and be able to walk around a little bit.
Right. Tim said Jane is one of those people that spreads love everywhere she goes.
She does. She spreads love everywhere she goes.
She's just a happy person.
She's a happy-go-lucky lady. There's no doubt about it. Means nobody any harm.
No.
Yep. And we've been cross paths for the last 3 years, right now? Somewhere. Two anyway.
Yeah, we met her 2 years ago.
Yeah,
Our first year on the road.
Yeah, that's right.
We met her.
Yeah.
So.
Well.
Guys, the puppies are having they just ate dinner and they had a little nap for a while there because it's been a busy day for them. He came home first thing this morning, took him for a walk, came back, and what did you do after that? Did something after that they were tired.
Well, I did their nails. I brushed their teeth. Right. I checked them for ticks. I did a bunch with them. And they were tired because they got up early.
Right. So about the time they were getting ready to nap, I had come home from Walmart and I brought them some new toys. So they played with the toys, and then we went out for another couple more errands. Got to keep your head over there because you're letting that sunlight in. There you go. Your head blocks it. So, and Stephen Oakey just got back from 6 days in the cool mountains. Oh, nice.
He says, I think that I will stop craving that chicken me and Roy like so much that might get me down there.
What chicken is that, Jane?
Yeah, what chicken is that? So.
I'm curious. Yeah.
Because she likes chicken. I don't like chicken. But
yes, the dogs are feisty tonight, Melanie. Yes. That's why I was just saying, sorry, guys. They're kind of going crazy. Spike wants him to play ball, so every time I lean over, that's what I'm doing is I'm trying to get the ball off of Spike.
Steve said that him and Oakey just got back from 6 days in the cool mountains. Yeah. Was you up on Lemon Mountain, Steve? Is that where you went, or where did you go? And anything outstanding happen?
Oh, the chicken at the Chinese restaurant.
Oh, yeah. It is good.
What kind of chicken
It
is
is.
it?
That chicken we had, that
I don't think I ever had
you
it.
did. We all sat there and ate it with Tim.
Oh, at Crystal's birthday party.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was delicious. Absolutely.
Yeah, that
The
was
funny
very
part about
Sesame
that,
chicken.
the funny part about that day, was we're all sitting around,
Sesame chicken,
you
right?
know, but a bunch of us friends, and Roy's eating, and there was this sauce there that, to me, I think he just thought it was
He definitely thought
honey
it was honey
mustard or something like
Yeah.
that, but it was that hot
Mustard.
Chinese mustard. And Roy took a big dip and popped in his mouth. I thought he was going to die. Tears were coming out of his eyes. He's like, going like that. He's drinking water. It was funny. But he hung in there and kept eating.
Oh, they went to Forest Lake, 7,600 feet elevation between Sholo and Payson.
Oh, okay.
How far away is that from you, Steve?
Very cool. Sesame chicken.
August goes west. Hello, that's a new friend. How are you today?
Yeah,
we forgot about Roy eating the hot mustard.
That was, and he
Too bad we didn't have a camera at that point.
That stuff, nothing any hotter. That stuff, you just take a little bit and just touch the tip of your tongue, and you'll burn it. I mean, and Roy just popped it in his mouth.
Roy said, "Oops, what'd you do?"
It was the funniest thing.
He's touching buttons, guys. Leaning on buttons, we should say. Roy said his saw my life flash before my eyes that day.
I was afraid that if you got enough of that in your throat, you'll start choking, man.
I know, he's lucky.
He is lucky. I think he downed something he was drinking or whatever, but it was funny.
August, where are you from? We're assuming you're from out, and I'm assuming August is your first name. Where are you from out west? Great to have you come visit us. Two crazy old people.
She goes west. Maybe she's not from the west.
Oh, true. Right. She likes to go.
We'll find out.
Okay, let us know. Sorry for my big head, guys.
I like hot sauce, Cindy. Cindy says she doesn't like hot sauce. I like hot sauce, but not ridiculously like below the top of your head off hot sauce. No.
I do not like hot sauce at all.
Yeah,
I don't even like pepper.
And I never used to like hot sauce, and then I started using it, and now I use it on quite a bit of things, quite a few things, and I can take heat, but not like
no hot sauce.
No
for
hot
you.
sauce for you. Like,
that probably ruined it for good forever.
It's too funny, I swear. So today we're hoping that for the first time in a long time we're going to get through a whole live stream without losing you all. Because
no, we did last time. We didn't have.
I said today, for the first time in a long time, we're going to hope that we can do this without losing.
We didn't lose it last time.
We didn't?
No. Last time we did it right here, we didn't.
Oh.
In fact, Steve said on his live, he's like, "Oh, look where they did it last time."
Right, because we sat right next to the router now. We used to sit in the kitchen, and there's a bunch of stuff between us and that, and I think it was causing it to.
Hello, Floss. How are you today?
That's right. So cool. That's right. So this would be the second time.
There we go. Hard to keep up with these old people.
Hi, Floss. How are you?
Just south of Bisbee, Arizona.
Oh wow!
Very
beautiful,
cool.
beautiful, beautiful area. I love the whole state. Absolutely love that whole state.
Hot to your heart, yeah. We're having a hot flash here too.
Yeah. Hot flash. You're having a hot flash. We're having a hot spell.
Hot spell. Sorry.
Yeah, we got 99 to 101 on Wednesday, and around here that's hot. However, you add it's going to be somewhere between 90 and 98% humidity to that, and it's sticky. We'll probably end up getting out of work because we won't be able to work outside past probably 10 or 11 o'clock because it'll kill you with the humidity. Oh my God, it's just bad. I've been in really hot weather down in the Arizona area a couple of times, and it doesn't. I've been in like 95 and stuff a couple of times there, and it didn't feel bad. Too bad. Here, forget it. It wipes you right out.
It's ridiculous here. It really is. Floss, I believe you met Dan when we were in Michigan that year. I think you guys met, if I remember correctly. Wendy's has a new breakfast burrito. Comes with a hot sauce package. I just toss them. That's what I would do too.
I don't blame you, Cindy, if you don't like it, right? How are you making out on your walking, Cindy? You mentioned last week you were walking regularly. Are you?
She walked in the grocery store. She said yesterday.
Good.
Even though she didn't buy no groceries.
Right. Oh yeah, cool.
She didn't buy no groceries. Yeah. She just
hang
walked,
in there.
Right.
Hang in there.
That's a good idea though, to walk in the grocery store.
That is a good idea. Yeah. I thought somebody else said
he's
that.
touching buttons again, guys.
No, that just pops up. I
Oh,
thought
okay.
somebody else said that. I didn't realize James.
No,
said that.
no, it wasn't.
Cindy.
Yeah. I have only driven manual transmission since I was 16, and my new car is automatic. Oh no! I almost have to tie my arm against my side so don't shift it to reverse. I can see you doing that, Jane. Wouldn't be good with a camper behind you.
It's gonna be a lot easier for you to drive though, Jane. You know, you just once you get used to it, you're gonna love it. And these automatic transmission today, especially the Toyota
That's
ones,
right.
are tough, real tough.
Floss says 92 feels like 103 over there. I believe you're in Michigan, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, Dan said they danced together. I thought you guys had met. I thought so.
The other day we were. Last week we had we had one hot day up there. It was 88 degrees, and the feel like temperature, I believe, was 94.
Well, Bob just said it's a nice and cool in Florida, only 88. So we know he gets humidity, but he's used to getting it hotter than that. So yes, Fatima went over and chair danced with him. That's right. I remember now. That's right. You guys were dancing together. That's right. Now I remember. I drive past a golf course on my commute to work. I couldn't believe the other day it was raining and there were people out playing golf. Yes.
Hey, I got news for you. They'll play in anything. They'll play at night when the sun's going down with these fluorescent balls. They'll play in wind and rain and snow and blow.
Kind of crazy.
It's the creed that the mailman used to go through. Is what these golfers do. If they're into it, man, hey. Around here at the golf course that I worked at all those years, we had golfers all year round.
They would use orange balls in the snow.
They would use orange balls in the snow. If they couldn't walk through the snow, then they wouldn't play. Otherwise, they'd play, no matter what. And we were on the water with the wind, so it doesn't surprise me. If you're a diehard golfer, they'll play in just about anything.
Tony says it's 64 in Western Washington, so that means Tony made it home. And secondly, can we all go to Washington if it's 64 degrees? That's my kind of weather.
Gosh,
maybe that's where we need to go in the summer.
I would love it.
Not sure whether I will get up there this year or not. Yeah, I'm sure. They take it so far that they have to have a lightning horn. I know, because they won't go out off the golf course if it's lightning out. They have to have a horn that goes off to tell them they have to get off the golf course. Merton, I'm drifting away from daily walks. Hard to get into a new habit. I'm happy with 3 days a week. There you go. That's enough.
Whatever, right?
That's enough, right?
Whatever. If that's your goal and you fulfill it every week, then that's wonderful. Absolutely wonderful.
Hello, Ginger. How are you today? Ginger has a little they call it Three Sisters, and there are three nice ladies that do a Bible study. So if you guys are interested in that kind of thing, and I believe it's Ginger, correct me if I'm wrong. I've only saw it once, but I think it was a Monday night, I believe, or Tuesday night, Monday or Tuesday night. But check it out. Ginger, put up the details if you would, please. Speaking of diehard golfers, there are at least 3 desert golf courses here in Quartzsite. It's just so odd. We're so used to seeing green, beautiful perfection on the golf course because of chemicals, unfortunately. So when we went out there and saw the desert golf courses, we were like, ooh. So not to be mean or anything, but we were just so surprised after the perfection of our golf courses around here.
So Jane, I guess, is getting like a boatload of rain there, and her
24,000 gallons.
Her cystines, which is what she collects the water. 2,400 gallons she collected in the rain. Wow, that's amazing. And then Steve says, "Please, Jane, can you send some down here?" How's that new well hanging in, Steve, for you all? Are you getting to the peak of summer here? Is your new well hanging in there? I hope so. I really hope so. Nothing but love is here.
Yes, Ginger.
Hi, Ginger.
And I meant to say that Floss said she's in North Central Illinois, but she's going to go back to Michigan because she said she misses Michigan. So are you just going back for the meetup, or are you going back to live?
Gypsy and the Vanilla Gorilla, welcome.
Hello, guys.
We got Ginger and Gypsy from the Vanilla Gorilla just joining in.
The Gypsy, yeah. Also known as Jeff and Tammy. How are you guys today? I have some more drop. I have a more Fuji's. I can't even speak. I have a jaw drop in disbelief reaction to the golf courses here. LOL. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I saw
Yeah.
one of them on a YouTube video. It's really nothing but dirt. There's no grass at all, what I saw. But that one up Crystal Lake golf course up just past Parker is not. That's it's like desert, and then you have green turf, and the golf course is just beautiful. Huh, Sue? You see all the holes going through there and everything.
Oh, it is pretty.
It's amazing
yes,
how that sticks out of the
have to
desert. You
say.
got desert and
And
golf
beautiful
course.
green. Yes.
Yep. Green,
Yes.
green fairway and tees.
Yes,
All
should,
green.
Yeah. I
So,
forgot about that part.
so there
yes.
are desert golf courses.
There
yeah,
are.
you know,
And that place is gorgeous.
but not quartzite. No, I don't
Yes.
believe there's any grass on any of them. I don't think so, anyway.
Oh, Flo says she's got 2 meetups in one place in Missouri, right? Is that Missouri, Mo? Yeah, because I don't think Michigan's. That's Missouri, I think.
Yeah.
And yeah, Cindy's in New Jersey, and she got all kinds of people coming, all of the, affluent areas from Pennsylvania come to Philly area, which is close by. There we go.
Yep.
We have browns here in the queue. There are no greens at all, I bet. Which is what's surprising, for golf. The first golf course I saw, I was like, that's a golf course? I mean, after being a wife of a golf course guy for so many years, I know that they're supposed to be perfect. And our first house, we had the perfect lawn. It was absolutely gorgeous.
So
I'd come home and it'd be mowed. So as you drove down the road, it would be like, oh my God, the perfect stripes going towards the road. And every man in the neighborhood had to try to keep up with his lawn. It was kind of funny.
But then we got dogs, and our dogs dig holes.
Then that was
that's
it.
what allows chemicals into my dogs, and so I
Right.
stopped using chemicals.
Ron sees
Ron
America.
Hey,
Hello.
welcome.
How do you?
Welcome. So Tim had a good idea a couple lives ago that we should get together as many YouTubers as we can and do a golf outing there in Quartzsite. It's not a bad idea.
Who's got the golf clubs?
We'll have to get a set and just share them.
Share them?
We'll have to go somewhere and get a cheap set. And,
I'm sure you'd have a lot of fun.
and just bang balls around them. Oh, we would have a
Bring
blast.
lots of balls.
Lots of balls. Yep.
Or else you're all going to have to help him find his, because I'm not coming. I golf desert sands in Arizona, and the only thing green were the fairways and the greens. Wow.
Yep. That's it.
Wow. The ones that over there,
Yep.
I'm talking about basically the first ones we saw were in Tucson, I think. The one over by the zoo was, I think, one of the first ones. And that was completely brown. No, that one was brown.
But it was still turf. It was brown because it was winter.
But it was totally brown when we saw it
Right.
in January. So it was like,
But then
whoa,
there's
surprising.
There's that beautiful golf course on the right on the highway where you go down into Walmart. There.
Right. Yeah, there
that's
was a nice
beautiful
one.
golf course.
Right.
I'll tell you
We
what.
figured that was the rich people's golf course.
But I'll tell you what, I'm surprised they get away with using water on a golf course like that because it takes a lot of water.
Tim says he's not looking for Merton's balls.
You're drawing
Can't
a line, huh, Tim? You're drawing a line. Okay, I get it. Yeah, that's it. No love. Yeah. Oh, it's too funny.
He went back up the Q Mountain to get your phone, but he's not going to change the balls for you.
Tony said, agreed, Tim. He's on his own.
Oh, that's a good. You guys are too funny.
Oh, my God, it's too funny.
I love it. Bye, Floss. Thank you so much for stopping in to visit us. We appreciate it.
We met her 2 years ago at the Michigan meetup.
Oh, that's right. But thank you for reminding me. Box Van D has her special tonight for her birthday.
That's right,
so
5 o'clock.
Everybody go over and see her.
Yeah, go over to Box Van D, 5 o'clock Arizona time.
Right, which is
and don't say where she is because we have no idea.
But Arizona time, there we go.
Arizona time,
Right.
5 o'clock. Go over and visit Box Van D and just say hi, happy birthday. You don't have to hang around forever. You can hang around the whole thing if you want, but at least let her know how much we all love her. We're gonna go. We're gonna give her a call later too and say hi.
Yeah.
So
been one of those busy days. We haven't really stopped.
She's
just been around a long time.
She's been a good friend of ours right from the get-go, and
I remember the first time we met her.
She was so very courteous to us. I was so nervous to meet Box
so nervous.
Van D. It was like, oh my God.
We were both shaking.
She was so nice to us.
She
and
was
so courteous.
She was
so,
very sweet.
Gentle and sweet and nice, and I really like her.
Cindy says she's cracking up.
Okay, so here's the story.
Oh God, you guys, okay, ready for another laugh?
Funny story
okay.
number 2, and I'll try to make it quick because it's got a little bit to it. So, okay, my dad decides he wants to go to the Little Compton dump. However, the road that my dad is living on is being paved. It's being asphalted. Okay, so we pull out onto the road, and one side of the road's done. So I'm driving, one side of the road is done a couple of days ago, and one side of the road is being done today. Well, I don't know. Nobody told me. Nobody
There was
said,
no policeman
there
or
was
nothing.
no police. There was nobody giving any signals. There was nothing. I drove on the wrong side of the road. It wasn't really rolled properly yet, but I don't really think it made that bad of a mark, if any. That's not too bad. So we go down the road, we meander around the turn, we come up to a hill, we come to this crew of working asphalt guys. I don't know, there had to be 6, 7 of them there doing this. One's working shovel, one's working rig, one's working an asphalter, one's working a roll, one's backing a truck up, one's going like this, the whole thing. And I pull up behind the big roller, and the guy in the big roller, because there's no cops or nothing there. I pull up behind the guy with the big roller, and the guy with the big roller gives me these hand signals. Well, I don't know what the hand signals mean. I think he meant for me to pull over to the left and wait for him to back out. And at the same time, I said, well, maybe he means for me to turn around. So my dad says, I think he wants you to turn around. So I did. And what they did was they had cut out this poor guy's driveway, and they had just laid the asphalt in there about that thick, right? And it wasn't rolled yet. And I thought he said turn. So I turned. I went right into the asphalt, like going into sinking mud. And the crew went out of their minds. And my viewer realized, I'm sure there was F-bombs, H-bombs. People are having a meltdown. They're all like, they couldn't believe that I did it. So my father goes back. No, you're going to have to back out now. So I put it in reverse, and I start backing out. They're all, stop. So I stop, and now I'm screwed. I'm like just so screwed. I mean, this crew was just bullshit. I had these Toyota tracks, but that deep through this asphalt. So they made me stop. The guy with the big giant roller came and rolled it and actually got my marks out of it, and then they let me out. But I was so embarrassed. Oh my God. It was
Hello, Devil Dog.
terrible.
You're going to have to go back and watch all our crazy. You're going to have to go back and watch this from the beginning so you can get all the crazy stories that we've already told. We're having one of those pick on each other. Well, not on me, actually. Thank you for once I'm not getting picked on. Hello.
I'm doing crazy.
Yes, we're picking on him today. So so you got to go back and check it out because we can't tell the same story twice. So.
Ron said he had the task with interviewing Dee on a live stream once upon a time, and he was really nervous, so he gets it. I'd only met her once in person years before. She didn't know me from Adam. Now we're friends. Yeah,
everybody can be friends with Dee.
I mean, I don't know. I was just, it was like meeting I don't know, Al Pacino or something. She was just this famous lady and stuff. I don't know, but she's so down to earth. She's not, even though she's famous and she's a big YouTuber, she's just as down to earth as you can possibly imagine. She's as down to earth as she shows on her videos. She really is. She's a sweet lady.
Eddie's out with his friend Trucker Jay today.
Oh, okay.
Trucker Jay was on his
Hi, Eddie.
live
I hope
last
you're having
night.
fun. Whatever you're up to, I hope you're having fun.
Hey, you were talking about taking him to not Stuckey's. What's the Buc-ee's? Buc-ee's, and I was thinking about when we were there. You took us to Ollie's, and believe it or not, we have an Ollie's here in town. Not in our town, but here in Massachusetts, but a town or so away. But I couldn't believe it. I was thinking about that last time. Like, they took us to Ollie's. Oh, now we got one in our town. So I haven't been there yet, but we do have an Ollie's. So.
Yep. So I spent all day with my dad yesterday. We had a lot of fun. It was just me and my dad. We just went all over the place. Did this, did that. We went out for ice cream. He's 87 years old, but he still plays like practical jokes and stuff. The other day, well, not the other day, but like late last year, I guess, we were sitting at the ice cream store, and we're sitting there, and I'm in the driver's seat. My father's in the passenger seat. Susie's in the back seat. We're all eating our ice cream, and I had my car parked kind of up against the bush. There was like a little bit of room. So this lady comes along with her ice cream, and she's squeezing between my car. My father reaches over like this and blows the horn. The lady was mad at me. I never touched the horn. I mean, that's the kind of stuff that he does. And he's 80. The lady was bullcrap at me. She was not happy. She almost dropped the ice cream right on my hood. And my father sits there all innocent, like, oh.
Look at them even. Oh, he's touching buttons.
He is so.
Oh, he's bad.
Even at his age. Yeah, there's an Ollie's here. Yeah, an Ollie's discount store. Yeah.
Yes, Ollie's is a discount store.
Yeah, we're very excited because we went to one with Eddie, and we're going to go try this one.
We'll check it out.
They get a little bit of everything in there.
Jane says, Merton, that tops the drug mule story. I don't know about that. That was pretty funny too.
I don't know. I get myself into some predicaments. I can tell you that. predicaments. That's a big word for me. I actually pronounced it.
He is a fun guy. You're right. He's hilarious.
Yeah, he is.
He picks on me terribly.
He is.
Don't give him any info because he'll remember it and he'll. So when we moved from the house, we moved into a storage unit. But then I had a car full that had to go back to the store. But it was late at night. It was like 8:00 at night, and literally I could barely shift the car into reverse or anything because I had no space, none whatsoever. So I pulled up to the camper. We were staying at the camper that night at his dad's house, and I pulled up, and the next day he came out and looked, and there was this man that used to drive around that town, and his name was Joe, and his car was always like laying this way. Ooh, where's my hand? Laying like down because it was always full of stuff, and I guess no matter where he went, he had stuff. So he started calling me Joe because of all the stuff in my car.
He worked at the dump
and
would collect stuff from the dump. That's the story. So he was making fun of her.
So I was being called Joe for
Joe
all
the
summer.
dump guy, yeah.
Yeah, I was Joe all summer long. Hey, Joe, how you doing? So that was him making fun of me because I had the car stuffed full of stuff.
Believe it or not, he had a stroke about, I want to say, 5 or 6 weeks ago now, maybe. And it was a mini stroke. It scared the heck out of him, scared the heck out of us, but he's back. He's right back into his old self again. So,
yep, amazing.
And the doctor said he had one supposedly 10 years ago, and then the doctor said, you might have one in 3 hours, 3 months, 3 years, or never. So he told him at 87, just keep on doing whatever you're doing. Pretty much, he wanted him to take aspirin. Right, that's about it.
That's it.
Yeah. Yep. So, but he's in good shape. He is, and I'm lucky I got his genes because I'm 70 and I don't do anything special, believe me, at all to take care of myself. But I'm pretty
You're
spry.
almost 69, not 70.
But I'm pretty spry for my age. Some of the guys at work are like one of them is 53. Right. He can't even bend over. He can't do nothing. Some of the people I went to school with are in wheelchairs and crippled up and stuff. So
you do have good genes.
It's the genes, though. It's nothing. Everybody goes, well, you're in awful good shape for 69 or whatever. And I'm like, well, it's nothing I do.
No, that's
Trust me, nothing I do.
It's all in the genes.
Never has been. I've never taken care of myself too much. I mean, I'm not abusive to myself either, but never really taken care of myself much as far as like watching my diet or exercising. I've always gone under the thing: if you don't have to run, walk. If you don't have to walk, sit. If you don't have to sit, lay. So I mean, that's what I mean. That's about all. That's the way I look at work. Although I'm a go-getter. But when it's time to sit, I'll sit. It's time to lay down, I'll lay down. I don't. Yeah.
Hello, Stormy. How are you today?
Welcome. Thank you to have you along again. By the way, Hotly on HQ.
Dink and Take. Hello. Wow. How are you guys? You guys came to visit us last time. They're on a lot of different lives that I go on. Well, that I used to go on. I don't go on live as awesome as I used to, but yeah, nice to see you guys though. Stormy says she enjoys our stories. Two crazy old people. You never know what trouble we can get ourselves into.
We're the most insane people. Yeah, we
I'm glad you caught the notification. Awesome. Sue, my hubby is same age as Merton. How did these old guys get hold of us? I was going to make a comment about, oh my God, I got to deal with him till he's 89. But I was trying not to be. I'm trying to be nice, Jane. Now she wants to know how they got us.
There it is,
Oh my God.
I swear.
Thought we'd pop in and say, hey, smash the thumbs up. Thank you so much. We do appreciate it. Merton and Steve are the same age, believe it or not. Steve's birthday is
a couple months apart or whatever.
May, I believe, and yours is July. So literally a couple months apart. So
and we're very much alike too.
Right.
I'm very much alike. Me and Tim and me and Roy actually too. We're all pretty much alike.
Right.
Roy's
quite a bit younger than that though.
We're harmless rednecks.
Right. Roy's only in his 50s though. So.
I'm not insulting anybody by saying that, right? Because I don't mean that. And
Roy's almost Ronnie's age, believe it or not. Roy's a little bit because I think Roy's 50,
I'm like probably 55, old enough to
56.
almost be Roy's father. I mean,
not really, but a few years younger.
Not too far from it.
I said he'll be 49 this year, so Roy's really close.
53, so
53, so see, he's only a few more. Right.
You don't look 53, Roy.
No.
I swear. You
May 5th is that's right. The fourth, may the fourth be with you. The force. I can't say it. No, that's the fourth, not the fifth.
Right, ready? Say it, and I'll whack the back of your head.
Wait, forget it. It's the wrong thing. It's the fourth be with you, not the fifth.
There you go.
I do deserve a slap for that one. Sorry, guys. I was thinking about Cinco de Mayo. That's what it is. I got to remember Cinco de Mayo. I put it on my phone, so hoping my phone will remind me next year, Steve.
So my boss says you got Juneteenth off today, and I'm like, what the heck is Juneteenth? I mean, I don't watch the news. I have no idea what's going on for years now. Don't care to. They only tell you what they want to tell you. Blah 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 blah. I'm not going to go off on a rant, but I just haven't been paying attention to anything. What the hell is Juneteenth? Which ends up being a worthy holiday, I guess, because when the Civil War ended, people in Texas didn't find out about it until quite a while later, and it was June something teenth when they found out about it. So that's why they have the holiday. So it's a worthy holiday, but it's the first I ever heard of it, and I had it off. So it's, hey, nothing like going to work, find out you have a federal holiday off that you didn't know about.
Jane said Steve, Merton, and Richard, the three amigos. And Tony says he'll be 58 in November. Cindy said the test is here, if we grew up, do you call it Coke, Pepsi, etc., or pop and soda? I think pop is more a Southern thing, Cindy.
I call it soda.
Us up here, we call it soda. Yeah, I think that's the deal. Is that the same with you, Cindy? Because I know, like, my friend Carol, which Carol's not here. Where's Carol? Carol, call Carol, everybody. Maybe she'll come. Anyways, Carol always calls it pop. Carol still has a pop all the time. So
in the South, it's pop.
It's pop,
It's
yeah.
pop, or sometimes soda pop. They always add pop. They'll say soda pop. The guys in Texas I worked with would call it soda pop.
Right. Dink and Tink are 50 and 60. See, we've got a lot of youngsters here. And Tim, yes, Tim just had a birthday last Wednesday was Tim's birthday. So happy 60th, Tim.
Yep.
Oh, Bob's pop. See, Bob's more. Well, Bob was Ohio, so that's still,
Yeah, that's the Midwest, we'll call it pop.
We're having Thanksgiving in June. Next week, it's like Christmas in July. There you go. Hello, Kelly. How are you today? Kelly's I Bring It Every Day.
Oh, this year.
It's a fun channel. All the June babies, happy birthday. Thank you. That's so sweet of you. And got Box Fan D at 73, so we're doing good.
That's hard to believe.
I know.
Hard to believe. I've been watching D for
soda pop is Southern. I agree, Rory. Pop is Midwest. See? So that's where.
Yeah, soda pop is like the people in Texas would say soda pop. Petite Jean River Homestead. Welcome.
Hello.
And hey,
Dink and Tink, if you guys are taking off, we thank you so much for stopping in. And I hope you guys have a wonderful day.
Anybody who stops in, thank you.
Thank you.
We really do.
You grew up in Erie, Pennsylvania. We called it Pop. There we go. Yeah. And Petite Jean, how are you guys today? Thank you so much. Another friend I see here and there on different lives.
Every time we start one of these lives, we think there's not going to be anybody here.
I know.
And then it always ends up being friends.
Soda pop, cola, Coke, Pepsi, Diet Pepsi, depending on the era. I know, so true. But we've always just called it soda here. So it's never been a pop. We think of pop. It's kind of like Carol always makes fun of me because we call our grocery carriages carts, where in Carol calls them a buggy. Get a buggy. I'm like, no, get a cart. She's like, get a buggy. So we're always goofing back and forth about carts and buggies because we do call it. She's like, well, what is a horse pull? I'm like, a carriage. She's like, no, it's a buggy.
Yeah, we don't say buggy here. We say carriage.
Right.
Buggy's a Southern thing, right? I think. I don't know.
Right. Definitely Southern thing. Once again, the Southern is as compared to the Northern.
In Ohio, some call it soda, some call it pop. See, you're back and forth up there.
Is Jane around?
Hey, Jane. Hey. So, does anybody here? While I got everybody here, just listen for 1 second. Does anybody know Lorna McKenzie? She's in a lot of different lives, and she's been here with us for, I don't know, like a year, all the time, every single video, every single live, and she's dropped off the face of the earth. I was just wondering. I hope she's all right. Does anybody know anything about her?
Tim wants to say, did you know what that car is short for carriage? Go figure that one. That's true. They did call didn't they call them motorized carriages when they first came out? The Model Ts and stuff.
They were horseless carriages.
Horseless carriages. There you go.
Yeah,
amazing.
With a stick, and they steered like this. And I believe the first ones, I could be wrong, but I think the first ones were steam powered by steam.
Tony says we call it by the name on the can or bottle.
Yeah, that's what they do in some parts of the country. If it's Coca-Cola.
I could use a Mountain Dew out now.
Yeah.
I don't drink soda very often, but Mountain Dew, I got hooked on it for a little while there.
Buggy is kind of an English thing. No, not we don't say cotton.
We called it soda in California. Now in Arkansas, I don't get out much. Have not seen Lorna. I know we have not. No one's seen Lorna. Carol said she tried emailing her and she didn't get any answer. So I hope she's okay.
Yeah.
That's a hard part about having friends all over the world,
And then,
because you don't know
when you
them
have
well enough. You don't have a
social media is one of the
right.
Sometimes people just disappear and you never find out why.
Right.
It's like weird. And
Right.
she's been a loyal fan of ours for like a long time. I just hope we didn't do something to offend her.
No, because like I said, even Carol.
But then everybody else says.
Yeah.
At first, I thought we did something to offend her, but then everybody else saying the same thing. They haven't seen her. So I just hope she's all right, you know. And speaking of all right, guys, Dan from Handicap Traveler, he's here today. You all send him your prayers, please, your best wishes and all that, because he just lost his wife last night.
Yesterday.
Right?
Yesterday morning.
So he's here to spend some time with friends. So please, you know, send Handicap Traveler your best wishes.
For sure.
He's working through it.
Keep him in his prayers.
He says he's still numb. So
a buggy is what Amish drive. There you go. That's very true. That is true. That's very true.
That's very true.
And Cindy said she thought it was an English thing. All Americans said cart for grocery cart. Right. Right. Get a cart.
Yeah.
Where? Right. Carol calls it a buggy. Carol must be napping.
Yeah, Carol is always here.
She's got to be napping.
She's not here today. Yeah, but she's power nodding. She calls it.
No, chin bobbing.
Lonnie, hello. Hey, I just started.
Hi, Lonnie.
I just started doing some videos of the time that we went and visited with you and Ernie. I just pulled up the card. That's how far behind I am. And
2 years.
Yeah, we just did the skunk train, and then we're going to do the trip that we took through the and when we drove through the tree, and we did the Mendocino County Museum. We did the Railroad Museum. We did the skunk train, and we hung out with Ernie and Lonnie.
We had a great time.
We're just getting to it, believe it or not.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
What's going to go up next? The skunk train goes up first, right?
Skunk train's almost done.
Oh, you already got the Railroad Museum done.
I got the Railroad Museum up, the Mendocino County Railroad Model Railroad Museum video. It's going to be a very good one.
Tim says, thanks to the internet, it's now known as a shopping cart, usually in the upper right corner.
Yes, and I have the one where we went to the coast.
That's a good one,
to the
Tim.
lighthouse. That is a good one. I'm sorry.
That's right. Cart is the way to go.
Yep. Yep, we're going to do that too, Lonnie. I mean, that's how far behind we are on videos.
Right.
I put up lots of videos in between a lot of other videos, because some of them are timely enough where you kind of have to put them up. Like if you don't like just to pull something out of the air. If you got the Quartzsite Christmas parade, well, you got to put the Quartzsite Christmas parade up around Christmas this year. You can't put next year's Quartzsite Christmas parade up. That's what I mean. So I had a lot of stuff like that, but so I finally worked into that, and we had a wonderful time. We really did. It was one of the highlights of that whole trip. It really was.
We did have fun.
We had so much fun. Ernie's a nice guy, and we love Lonnie, and we got to hang with him, and yeah, it was fun. We got to be taken around by locals, which is always fun, because the locals know all the places to go, and it was fun. We learned a lot about California.
Roy says my southern family calls it a shopping cart, a buggy. What do you call it, Roy? I've been to all those places in Glass Beach too. Never heard of Glass Beach.
I think he means they call it all three of them words.
Calls it a shopping cart, buggy. No.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I will be going to Scotland in August, so I will have lots of videos in late August. Oh, good for you. Scotland. That'll be fun.
That's awesome, Lonnie.
She's
traveled all.
She goes everywhere.
Over. Yeah. I don't know about the world, but
she has gone over because she's
been all over the place on the globe. Let's put it that way. And she's been all over the place in the United States, and she puts up really, really, really fun videos.
She does do a good video. She really does. Lonnie, where was it you went for your material? I can't remember. Wasn't India. It was. I can't remember. Tell me the name of the country you went to for that. She went to a special place.
Yeah, Scotland will be her 21st country. So yeah,
21st.
She's been around. She puts up videos on it, and check her channel out.
Oh, Glass Beach is in Fort Bragg. Ah, we didn't get over that way.
We did not get over there, no.
21st country. I went to Bali. Bali, that's what it was.
Yeah, that's
she went
what
to
it was.
Bali
Yeah,
for
I couldn't even
batik fabric
Mhm.
twice.
Mhm.
Yes, I knew it was someplace far away.
And she still, and Lonnie says she still has 7 more states to visit
She
in
said,
the South.
turn at the Denny's in Fort Bragg. I still need to go to 7 more states in the south of us. Oh,
Yeah,
wow.
yeah.
I know Lonnie came all the way out here to visit us, so she did the East Coast. She came in, she did Maine, and she did Connecticut, and she did Massachusetts. We took her to Rhode Island, so she got some of Rhode Island. She stayed in Rhode Island.
Some of her kinfolk are from out in Westfield.
Yep. Yeah. Yep. So she got to visit her great grandfather, I believed he started the town of, oh shoot, what town is it?
Thought it was Westfield.
Is it Westfield? No. Oh, what was it?
Isn't it? Or was it the one with the Speedway in it?
Yes. What is that? All right, Lonnie, help us out. Our crazy old memories again. I don't think it's Westfield. No, it's
Where in Massachusetts, Lonnie, was it that your ancestors were that you went to?
Is it where the candle factory?
Deerfield, yeah.
Deerfield, where the candle factory
why
is.
can't I
Right
remember
there.
that? We've been to Deerfield a million times to the races. Deerfield,
Yes.
Mass, yeah, and her grandfather, yeah.
6th great
colonized it, yeah. That's
right. Deerfield, Mass, right. So that's where on the Yankee Candle is. I knew Yankee Candle was coming up, but it just wasn't coming up with a name. So sometimes it's hard for the brain to work together, you know. Sometimes get a thought here and then, yeah, right.
Oh, so anyways, yeah.
Oh, Bobby. Okay. Nice to meet you, Bobby. Petite Jean is Bobby. Petite Jean River. Try to remember everyone's name, Bobby.
It's hard. It's hard to remember all the channel names. It's hard to remember everybody's name. It's mind-blowing at times.
Sometimes I'm good at it. Sometimes I'm really not good at it.
I'm always not good at it. I mean, especially like I can meet somebody. Like if I shook a guy's hand right now and he introduced himself and I turn around and 5 minutes later, I have no idea what that guy's name is. I swear, it's horrible.
Poor Snickers says hi, and poor Snickers had to have a little surgery to remove a fatty tumor on his belly. He's doing great, though. Well, that's great.
Cindy wants to know where in Mass we're at. We're near New Bedford, just about 60 miles south of Boston.
Yeah, we're about an hour from Boston.
Yeah,
right?
We're just bordering the city of New Bedford.
Right. Between New Bedford and Dartmouth, right? Yeah. We used to live in Dartmouth. Now
and we're in between.
You know,
if you got on the highway, it's about 60 miles to the Boston city limit.
Tim, thank you so much for putting up the link for Dee's birthday party live stream.
Yeah,
a couple hours. So 5 o'clock, so that's 8 o'clock our time.
Okay, so 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, 5 o'clock Arizona time. Box Fan D is going to have a birthday special live. So please, we all need to go over and say hi. Our pups are great, Lonnie. Absolutely fantastic.
The Petite Jean River runs behind Bobby's house, and that's where he came up with the homestead. Oh, that's a cool name. I just thought you were Petite Jean, a short person like me.
She is short too. We had an amusement park around here, and when you went to walk on the roller coaster, there was a plywood carving and painting of a boy standing there, and it said you have to be this tall to ride this. I don't think she'd pass.
I did so.
I don't think she'd pass.
I'm not very tall, but the first time I went to a petite department, I thought it was for skinny people, and I'm not a skinny person, so I thought, oh, I can't go in the petite department. They're like, no, petite is for short people. I'm like, oh, okay.
I always thought petite meant petite, like skinny.
I always thought skinny too. Yeah, no, petite is short.
Well, you are petite then.
I am petite, and I can buy clothes in the petite department.
My neck is got a crick. I've been looking down for 50 years.
It's kind of funny to watch us try to move things. Like we're moving the pieces of
it's hard to move things for somebody that's shorter than you, especially heavy things.
You can't call that plywood, but the Texture 111. We're trying to move
4x8 sheets of Texture 111 we were moving. And I'm up here, and she's down there, and the Texture 111 is going along like this. And yeah, it's kind of funny.
It's definitely tough.
Hey guys, I thank you so much. Don't forget, go to Box Fan D tonight if you have the time and you know anything about her.
She's a sweet lady.
I want you to go over and say happy birthday to her. keep Dan from Handicap Traveler in your prayers.
For
He lost
sure.
his wife yesterday. Okay, so
Keep him in your
we all
prayers
know
for
where
a
he's
long
probably
time.
at right now. We need to keep
Yeah.
him in our prayers. Go to his channel, wish him best wishes, do something for him to let us know that we're all thinking. We
Love you, Dan. Love all of
we
you
love all you
guys.
guys. And thank you so much. And we're planning on doing a live next week. I can't see any reason why we won't be. We have no big projects left. So
No.
love you all.
Have a great week, everybody. God bless.
Bye.
I almost said Happy New Year.